All right, I see Sona here, Alina, Valerie. Welcome. How are you doing?
Good.
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Yes, it's good to see you here again.
Thank you.
All right. So the movie was about what was the movie about? What about the? Oh my God, I forgot the name. Aladin, I guess, was the name. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Could you watch it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Can
Many
you tell me
times.
more about it? For example, Alina, what was your insight about it? Did you like it? What are your impressions about the movie?
Yes, I liked it because it is one of my favorite stories about about Aladdin and this magic lamp. And yes, I like that movie. It was nice.
Do you believe in such things like some superstitions and or something else in that?
Actually, I wish to believe, but no.
Yeah, you hope that they existed, but
Yes.
you wish that they existed, but they don't. Okay, yes, you're right. Thank you. What about Sona?
I like this movie also, and I agree with Elena. I hope exists magic, but I can't believe it.
Okay. All right, good. What about Valerie? Who's Valerie?
That's me.
All right. Have you ever been here before?
Yes, I was there last time.
Last time. Okay. So would you tell me about your insights about this movie? Did you like it or not?
Truly speaking, I had not time to watch this movie, but I like the story about Aladdin, and I like all this kind of things with mystery, like that.
You said truly speaking. We don't say truly speaking. We say frankly speaking. Frankly speaking, or you can say honestly, I couldn't watch the movie. Yeah, you can say both of them. Yeah, you're welcome. So yes, you said truly and frankly. I wanted to say that frankly is more like informal. So it's better not to use it with like people who are older than you. But it's okay. It's fine. They don't care about it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I see Max here.
Hey, I'm here.
Yes, hello. Would you tell me, have you been here before?
Yes, I already have been one time.
Last time?
No, one time. It was some weeks ago.
Some weeks ago, okay. All right, it's fine. Would you tell me that could you watch the movie or not?
No, yet.
Not yet. You haven't been able to watch it. Okay, all right. Have you read this story before?
No.
No, you haven't. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bohdan. I see Bohdan here. Who's Bohdan? Hello. Okay. Fine. So let's let me share my screen with you. I would like to ask Alina that what you like the most?
Actually, all of them, but I like several episodes. For example, when this song, when Aladdin just came to the city, like Prince Ali, it was really nice. I like this song. And I like when this Jasmine's tiger recognized him and just licked his face. It was also so sweet. And actually, the final episode when like happy ending, yes, I like it.
They were all happy, yes. Okay, good. Sona, would you tell me what was your favorite part?
Part with Jam. I like this part.
Yes.
Very funny part and embarrassed part. And of course, all of part with Will Smith is really impressive.
Okay, good, yes. All right, and Valerie, you couldn't watch the movie, but have you read the story?
No, I haven't read the story, but in my childhood, I watched the cartoon about Aladin.
Yeah. And what did you like it back then?
Yeah, I like it so much. I like that idea that you can get a friend who will help you to become all your dreams come true.
To make your dreams come true. Okay, good. One more person I see was here. Max, what about you? Could you like read the story when you were a child? Have you read that before?
If I don't make mistake, I haven't read this.
You haven't read this story. Okay, all right, that's fine. And I see Anna here. Anna.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. Could you watch the movie?
No, unfortunately I couldn't. But I read the story. I mean, I read the story when I was a little girl.
Okay. And did you like it or not?
Yes, I absolutely did.
All right, good. That's good. Okay, thank you. Clementi Zolotarov. Sorry for pronouncing your name incorrectly. Hello? Clementi, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Would you tell me about yourself? I guess this is the first time you've been here, right?
Okay. I just started learning English, and I was invited.
Okay, yeah.
And I just want to try.
Okay, that's good. It's nice having you here. So, our topic is like somehow irrelevant to what you have watched, but it's fine. We are going to learn about narrative cases today and also how you can retell a story and how is the structure of short stories, okay? So, I would like to ask Alina to read one of these short stories, and then we will talk more about them. So, please, number 1, could you please read this?
Yes. The young man walked aggressively through the crowded shopping center. They had their target in their sights and wouldn't stop until they had done what they had set out to do. Now she felt scared. She ran from the hooded gang, stopped and was cornered. Miss, you forgot your handbag.
Yes, good, exactly. All right, now I would like to ask you, do you know the meaning of the word aggressively?
Aggressively? Yes, actually we have the same word in Ukrainian, like very angry, maybe.
Yeah, in an angry manner, yes? In an angry manner. What about set out to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Set out to do means they plan. When you plan for something, you set out for that. Okay. She feels scared. Okay. All right. Thank you. Sona, please. Next. B. Story B.
They had been, I don't know how to read
Arguing
bitterly the night before. He had come in from the garage with oil on his shoes. Fed up, desperate, she stabbed him. Horrified by what she had done, she drove away from the house along the cliff road. Suddenly, she realized that the brakes won't work.
Okay, brakes. Do you know what is brake?
Maybe like in box.
No, brake is a pedal that you use in your car in order to stop the car.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What does bitterly mean?
I understand in Russian what is mean, but I can't explain in English.
Means very, very hard, very rough. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does it mean? She is stabbed.
Excuse me. What mean again?
It's argue. It's coming from the word argument. Argument.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the verb arguing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And do you know the word stabbed? This word.
Punish him.
No, stabbed.
Stabbed is like with knife,
Yeah.
just injury, like he was stabbed with knife. Yes.
Yes, when you injure someone with using a knife, when you use a knife and you like stab someone with knife. Yes.
Yes.
So what happens when you stab someone? Blood comes out, right? So you will bleed. And she will become like, she was horrified and she tried to just run away from that place, and the brake was not working, and God knows what happened then, right? Okay, so next person, Valerie, please, part C.
He was worried. Unfortunately, since his wife's death, his teenage daughter had become extremely difficult. They had agreed 2 a.m. as the latest return time from nightclubs. Now it was 3:30. He prepared himself for confrontation as the door opened. "Dad," she shouted angrily. I've been frantic. You're late again."
Okay, good. What does it mean, confronting?
I think that it means to have an argue.
Yes, to have an argue. It's not always argue, but it can be an argue as well. It can be worse than argue. It can be fight. It can be whatever. Okay. Good. Yes. So next person, I think Anna, please.
Unfortunately, I can't because I am using my phone.
You can't read
the letters, yes, the letters are too small.
What about now?
Max.
It's gone.
No? Okay, Max, okay.
Paragraph D, I have to read, yes?
D, yes.
Okay. Stage 1, feel fat, go on diet, lose weight, feel fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Buy new clothes. Stage 2, eat normally but controlling intake, look fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. New clothes slightly tight.
Okay.
Stage 3. Eat and drink normally, potatoes, bread, pudding, and wine. New clothes don't fit. Old clothes thrown away. Back to stage 1.
Okay, I think there are a lot of words that you don't know here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So please, everybody, I'm asking everyone who knows, okay? The first word is that fabulous. Do you know what is fabulous, Max?
No.
Who knows?
It means to feel so good, like.
Fabulous means awesome, means great,
yeah, awesome,
perfect.
So good, great.
Yes, Max, do you know perfect, awesome? Do you know these words?
Yeah.
Yeah. So fabulous is like that. It means awesome, perfect, amazing. Yeah. All right, good. What does intake mean? Controlling intake.
Controlling what you eat and how much you eat.
Exactly. So controlling intake means whatever you eat. Intake is what you eat and you consume. Do you know the word consume? Consume is the same word as eating, and drinking means the thing that you eat and make energy for you. You're consuming those foods. Okay, good. Slightly. What does it slightly mean?
Not much.
Nah, yeah, it means a little, yes? A little.
Yep.
What does tight mean, tight?
Tight.
Who knows what does tight mean? Hello, Dasha.
Hi.
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 Do you know what does tight mean, Tasha?
No, I know. I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Means
Slightly, this
Yes, tight.
right. Oh yeah, it doesn't fit you. It's
Uh-huh.
small for you, for example, if you speak about clothes. Yeah?
If it's small for you, yes. When something is small for you, it's tight. It's tight. And do you know what is antonym of tight?
Oversized.
No. You can say, but it's not antonym of tight.
Wide.
No. Who knows?
I don't remember.
Loose. Loose.
Oh, loose.
Loose. When something is loose, it's big for you. Okay. When something is small for you, it's tight.
Okay.
Okay, good. And what does thrown away means? Thrown away, Max?
I know, like I can explain this. I know what this means, but I know, like I can explain.
Where do we put it if we throw it away?
Yeah.
Where do we put it?
It is not.
In trash bin, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, in garbage. It's a garbage if we throw it away. Okay, good. All right, so I want to ask you and Clementi, what do you think about these 4 stories? Did you like them or they are too short?
They are short, but they are interesting.
Okay.
I like them.
You like them? Okay. What about Anne? What's your opinion about it? Okay, Anne is not here, I guess. All right, it's fine. So, some words. I hope that you all can see these words here. Glossary, I want to go through them. Target is your goal, yes? For example, do you know any game that you need a target for it? Can you name a game that you need a target?
Yeah, how to call it? When we throw something like small arrows to
Dart, you mean
Oh
dart?
yeah, darts. Yes, that's right.
Yes, okay. Yes, what else?
Maybe
shooting. Yes, shooting, bowling, good job. Yes, so they all have a target and you have to shoot or throw something at the target. Exactly. Okay, hooded. Hooded means when you wear something like this, like these guys, they are wearing something which is hooded, with the hood of a coat covering your face. This is hooded person, okay? Set out to do, it's a phrasal verb to begin an action with a particular goal in mind. Yes, when you begin an action with having some goals, with having an aim. Stab, as I told you, means to push a knife into somebody or something. So to push a knife into somebody or something. But we don't stab vegetables, of course. So but it's better to use, it's mostly used for people. Cliff is a noun, a high area of rock, often at the edge of the sea. That's called cliff. Where the waves of the sea, for example, hit very hard, the coast of the sea, for example, okay? All right, brakes, the things that you use to stop a car. It's a pedal between your like the gas one or the one which you use for, like, you know, fastening or making it work rapidly, and the other pedal. So the middle one is called brakes. What does frantic mean?
Very worried.
Yeah, when you are very worried. Do you know any antonym for it?
Relaxed.
Okay. What about synonym?
Keep calm.
Synonym.
Frantic, yeah.
Yes, frantic. Very worried. What else do you know?
Nervous, maybe. Nervous.
Nervous. Okay. What else?
Excited? No.
No, excited.
No, not excited. What about, have you heard anxious? Anxious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So anxious also means very worried when you're anxious about something. And the noun for anxious is anxiety. Yes, anxiety. Okay. Fabulous, wonderful, you know that. Intake, the amount of food and drink that you take into your body. That's called intake. The amount of food and drink that you have. And pudding, you know, it's a dessert. And all right, it's clear. Do you like puddings?
Yep.
Who like it? Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you got the words here. Unfortunately, you know, extremely angry. All of them are clear. So I want to ask you, which of these highlighted words, they are adverb for time, like immediately?
Now.
Suddenly.
Now, okay.
Normally.
No, normally it's not.
And suddenly.
Suddenly.
Suddenly, yes, suddenly. Okay. Which of them are manner, like slowly?
Angrily, aggressively, normally.
Yes.
And
one more.
bitterly.
Yes, bitterly. What about degree, like modifying an object, describing an object, like very?
Extremely.
Normally.
Extremely.
Slightly.
Okay.
Slightly.
Slightly. Normally. No, it's not like, yeah, we can't say normally, but okay, what else?
Tight. Slightly.
What
tight.
about yeah, you don't have it. Okay, it's fine. What about comments? Like opinion, like luckily.
Unfortunately.
Okay, what else? All right, that's it. Maybe, yeah, that's one. That's the only one, unfortunately. Okay, good. All right, we've got some like, you know, adverbs here. You have to put it in the correct position in this sentence. I'll start from Lena, the first.
He speaks French and Spanish fluently.
Okay, thank you. Dasha, please, next.
I hardly ever use public transport.
Good. Sona, number 3. Hello?
I thought, yeah, I read it. I thought I'd lost my phone, but fortunately, it was in my bag.
Very good, exactly. Okay, Max, 4.
Yeah, I can. What I have to do?
You have to put this adverb in this sentence. You have to insert it in.
I don't understand. I can explain what does it mean or what?
No. Okay, I'll ask Valerie. Are you here, Valerie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Max, look and listen. How does she do it? And then you do it with number 5.
Okay.
All right, please, Valerie, number 4.
It's extremely important that you arrive on time.
Okay, did you get it? Yes. Okay, Max, number 5.
Okay. As soon as I straight away now, I'll tell you.
Who can do that?
Explain what it means straight away.
Means right after. Directly.
Thank
you.
I'll tell you straight away, or maybe it's I'll straight away tell you.
Okay, you have to say as soon as I know, I'll tell you straight away.
Straight away.
Will come in the end. Okay, at the end. Well, so, oh my God. Okay, so this is like where you have to put adverbs. We are going to talk about that more. But you see that adverbs, they come different in different places. But when do we use adverbs?
In the end of the sentence.
And when? Like for what?
Why we use them at the end of the sentence, in the end?
Not why we use them in the end, because we don't use them in the end always. Sometimes you see that it was in the middle. But I mean, for what do we use them? What's their usage?
We use them to make some additional information about object.
About objects or
about action.
Or action.
About the verb, yeah.
Yeah, good. A verb, because its name is adverb, means added to verb. So it's coming to describe the verb. Yes, the action, the verb. Is it describing the person?
No.
No, it's not. What do we use for describing a person?
Adjectives.
Adjectives, exactly. So we are not describing a person, we are describing an action. That's why it's called adverb. Okay, now let's do some more exercises here, grammatical exercises, page 137. Okay, so the position of adverbs and adverbial phrases. Elena, could you read the first example?
We walk very slowly. I speak 5 languages fluently. The driver was seriously injured in the accident.
Yes, thank you. So now next.
I hardly ever have time for breakfast. Lime's always late for work. I would never have thought you were 40.
Yes, good. Okay, Dasha.
My parents will be here in half an hour. It rained all day yesterday.
Good. It rained all day yesterday. All right, good. Valerie?
Nearly finished. We are incredibly tired. My husband works a lot, but he doesn't earn much.
Yes, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, next, number 5.
Number 5. Comment adverbs.
No. Number 5 here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the parcel never arrived. Ideally, we should leave there at 10 p.m. a.m.
Yes, so you see all of these blue adverbs, they're all coming in different places. But how do we find out where we have to put them? Okay, so adverbs can describe an action, like he walks slowly, as I told you, or sometimes they can modify adjectives or other adverbs. What does modify mean? It means they can make him look bigger or stronger. So modification is one of the usage of adverbs. For example, it's incredibly expensive. So I can say it's expensive, but if I say it's incredibly expensive, it means it's very expensive. Now, it's very common among non-native speakers that they only use very for modifying adjectives. Like they say, it's very hard, it's very expensive. But also you can use other adverbs like incredibly and so forth to explain to modify some adjectives or sometimes adverbs in another way, all right? So they can either be one word like often or a phrase like once a week. You say that how frequently you do something, yeah? We have adverbs of manner that describe how somebody does something. They usually go after the verb. So adverbs of manner usually go after the verb or verb phrases. However, with passive verbs, they usually go in mid position. Now before the main verb, but after an auxiliary. I know it's a little bit hard, but I want you to find adverbs of manner here in these examples. You can give me example.
Maybe he walks very slowly.
Okay, he works very slowly. So you see, it comes after the verb, yes?
Yes.
Is there any other example?
Speak fluently.
Fluently, yes, speak fluently. So this is one another adverbs of manner. Good. Now, adverbs of frequency go before the main verb, but after the verb to be. Sometimes, usually, and normally are examples of that. Can also be put at the beginning of the phrase or sentence for emphasis. When you want to say that, like, sometimes I do that. Yes, when someone asks you, how often do you do something? Say, sometimes I do it. So it comes in the like at the beginning. Okay, if there are two auxiliary verbs, the adverb go after the first one. What does it mean, auxiliary verb?
Will, did, and so on.
Yes, exactly. Can, could, they're all auxiliary verbs. Now, adverbs of time and places, they're very easy. They usually go at the end of a sentence or clause. Place adverbs normally go before time adverbs. So place go before time. Like here, this is wrong. My parents will be in half an hour here. It's wrong. Why? How should we correct this? Who can correct this sentence?
My parents will be here in half an hour.
Good job. Exactly. Yes. So adverbs of degree describe how much something is done, or how, or they modify it, make him stronger, or make him like not strong. They make him weaker. Okay. And an adjective, about adjectives. For example, extremely, incredibly, very. So you're pretty familiar with very, I'm sure. Don't use very for some time, and try to substitute that with some other adverbs like incredibly, extremely. Okay, and are used with adjectives, and adverbs go before them. So a lot and much are often used with verbs. So they're usually used with verbs and go after the verb or verb phrase. We also have a little and a bit of, or maybe can be used with adjectives or verb. For example, I'm a bit or a little tired. We rested a bit or a little after the fight. Okay. Comment adverbs, they're like, which you give the speaker your opinion. Usually go at the beginning of a sentence or clause. Other comment adverbs are luckily, basically, clearly, obviously, apparently, and eventually. What does it mean, apparently? Do you know? Apparently means it seems. Yes, it seems. It's like to say it seems, but to say apparently means it seems. Yeah. Okay. So you're not sure about it. Most other adverbs go in mid position, like I just need 10 more minutes. This is another example. She didn't even say goodbye. She'll probably come in the end. Okay. Do you have this question that did I explain it for you, that when we use in the end and when we use at the end, and what's the difference?
Oh, can you repeat it, please?
Okay. In the end means we use in the end for when we are concluding something. Okay, for example, you watch a movie and you say, in the end of the movie, I got that they were not married, for example. Yeah, so it means when you want to sum up something, you say in the end. But at the end is remarking the position of something. For example, you say at the end of this street, you can see a shop. Because you are talking about location, or you are talking about something that is located somewhere, then you use at the end, okay? So in the end is for concluding something. At the end is remarking the position or location of something. All right? Okay, cool. Now let's just start doing these exercises. I would like to ask Valerie to start with the first.
Okay.
So you see the example here. Sorry, I just explained for you. You're going to underline the adverbs or adverbial phrases and correct the sentence where they are not in a correct order, means they are not in the correct position. For example, here, we are going to be unfortunately late. This is wrong. You have to say, unfortunately, we are going to be late, okay? So this is correct. He can speak German fluently. This is correct. We don't do anything. So first you will say, is it correct or it's wrong? If it's wrong, you will correct that, okay?
Okay, so she liked very much the present. It seems to be correct.
No, I don't think. It's not
You don't
correct. Who else would
What
like
if
to?
we will change very much? We can change very much for something
Yes.
else. Yeah.
You have to put it somewhere else.
Okay, so she liked.
So you said she liked. What did she like?
The present.
The present.
So she liked the present.
She extremely liked the present.
Yeah, you don't add anything. You just use them, or you just change the position. Who can say that? Okay, please.
The present
Yes.
much.
Yes, she liked the present very much. Okay, good. I know it was hard. It was the first exercise. All right, Elena, next, please.
Mark. Mark. Last night, Mark came home very late, or Mark came home very late last night.
Yes, good, exactly. I told you that. What is it like? The place comes first, or the time comes first?
Time.
Place.
Place. So can you say? You can you repeat your sentence?
I'm not sure. Okay. Mark came home very late last night.
Yes, now better. Okay. Good. Next, please. Will be Dasha.
The ambulance arrived at the scene of the accident after a few minutes. The ambulance arrived at the scene of the accident.
This is time and place.
After a few minutes accident. Time and place. So I think that's correct. The ambulance arrived. We can say the ambulance arrived a few minutes. No.
It's correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. We don't need to.
Yes, it's correct. The ambulance arrived at the scene of the accident after a few minutes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you can sometimes in speaking, not in writing. You can say after a few minutes, the ambulance arrived at the scene of the accident. If you want to mention the time first, it's okay. Okay. All right. Let's do next, please. Sona.
A young man was injured badly and was taken to hospital. I don't know, maybe it's correct.
Okay, you have badly. What is badly? What is badly? Is it a manner? Is it degree?
Manner.
It's degree.
Degree. Okay. Where do we use degree?
Before adjective and verbs.
Okay. With adjectives, yes, but with verbs, it goes
after.
After. Good. Here, do we have adjective or verb?
It's adjective.
Is it adjective?
Injured.
Injured is adjective, is it?
I don't know. What does it mean?
Who knows? Injured, do you know? You don't know? Imagine you're cooking. Oh, I see. Okay, it's important. Imagine you're cooking something, and then you put, all of a sudden, like mistakenly, you will put your finger on the oven and it's very hot. So you burn your finger. That's an injury. So you injured your finger.
Okay.
So is it a verb or it's adverb or it's adjective? What do you think?
Verb.
how can we recognize if something is verb or adjective? Okay, here I see it's wrong. It's hard. I want to explain it for you in a way that you can understand it later. Okay. The structure of the sentence is: a young man was injured. What can I put instead of injured? I can put sad. A young man was sad, was very sad, was taken to a hospital. Yes. What is sad? Sad is? Sad is
happy.
Yeah,
unhappy.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Is adjective. So injured here is adjective as well.
Adjective.
Yes, you were right, Sona. So if it's adjectives, where do we use badly?
A young man was badly injured and was taken to hospital.
Yes, very good. Yes, now correct. Good job.
It was
so
hard.
Yeah, I understand. So adjectives that they describe, adverbs that describe the degree of something, they go before adjectives, but it's important to find the adjective. All right. And I know some of you might have thought that injured is a verb. I was pretty sure about that. Okay, so let's do number 5.
Last night.
Who will do it? Yeah, number 5.
Okay. Last night I was extremely tired.
Okay. You put last night on the beginning?
Yeah.
Is it wrong to put it in the end? Or at the end?
Then I think it's correct.
Is it? Does everybody agree with that?
I think we don't need to change anything.
Correct. We don't need to change it.
I think it's correct. Sentence.
Yes. Tired. Is tired adjective?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Extremely goes before adjective. Yes, correct. Good job, Max. Yes. Okay. Who didn't answer?
I didn't answer.
All right. And what about Dasha? Did you?
Yeah, once.
Yeah. Okay. Clementi, please next.
She's lazy a bit about doing her homework. It's wrong. She's a bit lazy about doing her homework.
Very good. Good job. Yes, exactly. All right, let's go back. Everybody answered. Valerie, did you? Yes, you did the first.
I did.
Guess. Okay. So Valerie, please, here you are.
Okay, the sentence we have to change, and we have to say, I almost forgot your birthday, but fortunately my sister reminded me.
Okay, good. But fortunately, my sister reminded me. Yes, good job. Yes, exactly. All right, Alina, next.
It's the 8, right?
Number 8,
we
yes.
Luckily, we luckily had taken an umbrella because it started to rain just after we had left. Luckily, we had taken an umbrella because it started to rain just after we'd left.
Very good. Yes, exactly. And here, is it would or had?
Had.
Had.
Had left.
It's had, yes. So this D can sometimes be would, can sometimes be had. Depends on the verb that comes after it. Yeah, okay, good. Next, please, Sona.
Okay, Mary doesn't always eat healthily because she often has snacks between meals. I don't know, maybe it's correct.
What about other ideas? What do you think?
Almost eat healthily because
I think it's correct too.
Yeah, Alina, what do you think?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. What about Max? What about Clementi, Valerie?
I think that
I think it's correct.
Correct. What about Clementi? You said, Max, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't say that it's wrong or correct. We'll just go through this because you are not sure about it. Some of you are sure. All right. What is always? Is it manner? Is it verb? Is it frequency?
Frequency.
Frequency, yes.
It's a frequency. So frequency go before the main verb, but after the verb to be. All right. What is the verb to be?
Is R.
doesn't.
No.
Doesn't is auxiliary. Is not to be.
No.
All right, but it says it comes before the main verb. The very main verb here is?
The main verb here, eat.
Eat. So it's here, it's correct. Here it's correct, okay. All right, and sometimes usually can also be put in the beginning of the phrase or sentence for emphasis. So we could also say, always Mary doesn't eat unhealthily, or something else for emphasis. But here, I don't suggest it. But there is something. If there are two auxiliary verbs, the adverbs go after the first one. Do we have two auxiliary verb here?
Yeah, does.
Doesn't.
What is the, okay, what is the second auxiliary?
Just one we have here.
So we don't have, yeah? So always is in correct position. Healthily, what is healthily?
Adjective.
And what does it describe?
Oh, yeah, is it?
The manner. Oh, sorry.
It describes a manner, how somebody does something. Usually go after the verb or verb phrases. Where is it? It's after the verb. Healthily. Correct. This is correct. Because she often has snacks between meals. Often is frequency. Where does it go? Before the verb. She often has a snack. Verb is has here, and it's before that. Okay, so it's correct for these reasons. Yes, Sona, you were correct about that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just do this. You are correct. I know, Valerie, you were correct.
You like
Clementi.
my university teacher.
Yeah, I know their skills about this case.
So many questions.
Okay, no, because I want to explain it some more and that you will be sure about your answers. Okay, Max or Clementi or any of you that you want, or Dasha, I guess, you can answer number 10.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Has been apparently sacked. I can't.
What does sacked mean?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. It's I know just sack. It's something.
When you lose your job, you're sacked.
Oh, fired.
Fired, yes. When you lose your job, you're sacked.
Apparently, has been apparently. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay, no, it's not.
Okay, so can you explain me why? So
yes, sure.
Maybe,
what is apparently? Apparently is?
Somewhere here, it was
comment adverbs. Where do they go? Usually go at the beginning of a sentence, yes? So how do we reform this sentence?
Apparently, Jack has been sacked.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Very good. Now, good. Sacked means losing job, and being fired means it seems Jack has been fired. In other words, if I want to change the sentence, okay. But maybe you are asking yourself, why do we need to use adverb? Because if you don't use adverbs, your speaking will be very boring, and everybody will be like, oh my God, he speaks like a robot, or your sentences sometimes may not make sense. So it's very important to use them. If you want to use them correctly, you need these positions. Okay, let's continue with the second exercise. Now you have to put the adverbs in braces in the normal position in these sentences. So you have to put them in a good place, in fact. Who answered now? Clementi and Max didn't answer in previous exercise. So please, number 1, Max. Hello. All right, Clementi, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please, number 1.
Their house was badly damaged in the fire last week.
Very good. Yes, good job. Okay, Alina, next.
Ben is at his friend's house.
Often is frequency.
Mm-hmm.
In the evening is time.
Time, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's frequency, we put it before the main verb. Ben often is at his father's house in the evening.
Okay. Frequency.
No.
Now here you see.
Okay.
So they go before the main verb, but after the verb to be. After the verb to be.
After, I think.
So what is to be here?
Mm-hmm.
Is.
Is.
So it goes after.
So Ben is often at his friend's house.
Yes. Mm-hmm. In the evening.
In the evening.
Yes, good job, exactly. All right, number 3, Sona.
My father usually has a nap in the afternoon.
Okay. My father has a nap. Can you repeat? Sorry, I was like a little bit distracted.
My father usually has a nap in the afternoon.
Yes, correct. Yes. Okay, good. Valerie, please.
Julia left early and she even didn't say goodbye.
Yes. Okay, good. She even didn't say goodbye. Yes, correct. Next, please. Kelimenti.
Okay. Martin always talks incredibly fast.
Martin always talks fast. You're talking. Which number are you answering?
Number 5.
Can you repeat?
Martin always talks incredibly fast.
Incredibly. Okay, yes, correct. Good job. All right. Is there anyone else who is online, or I go back to Alina? No? Okay, please, Alina.
His brother died in the skiing accident. Apparently, his brother died.
Nearly is?
Nearly.
What is
it's
nearly?
A place?
No, it's not place. It's degree.
And
before adjective.
Before adjective. Then where is the adjective? King?
You can, it's not adjective here, but you can use died.
Died. So apparently his brother nearly died in the skiing accident.
Yes, correct. Yes. All right, good. Next, please, Sona.
I sent emails. I rarely sent emails.
No,
now.
we are not there. We are 7. Number 7.
Excuse me. We are going to the cinema. Probably we are going to the cinema tonight.
Yes, very good. Good job. Valerie, next, please.
I have a question. Can we say we are probably going to the cinema tonight?
It's not good to say it that way, but it's better. But you can. In speaking, there is no problem. You can say.
Okay, thank you. The 8. I rarely send emails nowadays.
I rarely send emails nowadays. Yes, good job. Yeah. Clementi, please, number 9.
I've just bought a really beautiful new coat.
I've just bought A really beautiful new quote. Okay, next please. Who's next? Okay, Elena.
Eventually, Karen realized that she never was going to learn to drive.
Karen realized never. Can you repeat how you said?
Eventually, Karen realized she. Here I'm not sure. She never was going, or she was never going.
She was never. She was never
going to learn to drive.
Yeah. Eventually, you can use eventually even at the end. So you can say Karen realized that she was never going to learn to drive eventually, but also you can say it in the beginning. All right, good. So.
Can you, excuse me, can you open the pull rule in one page?
Okay.
I'd like to screen.
I can do this if you like. Is it okay?
No, a little наверх.
I can put it like this, and you can make 2 screenshots. Okay.
Oh yes, it's good.
Okay, it's one.
Thank
half
you.
of the page. Okay. Do I go down?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. Now the second part.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Good. You're welcome. Okay. Now let's go back here. It's enough for there. Okay, let's read this story. Valerie, could you please read this story for us? Exam nerves.
Exam nerves. It was nearly 4 a.m. and she could hardly keep her eyes open. She had been working hard since lunchtime, but the exam was near. Would she be able to finish it in time? At 9 the next morning, she was in the classroom. Okay, she said, you can start now.
Okay. What is the difference in between nearly and near, hardly and hard?
Actually, I can explain it. I think that I can feel this difference in this text, but I have no idea how to explain the usage of these 2 words.
Do you know their difference in their meaning?
The first thing, when we are talking about time, we are not sure what the exactly time is it, but it's about 4 a.m. like 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after. And in the second case, but the exam was near, it means that exam will start soon.
Okay. All right. Other people, what do you think about hardly and hard? What are the differences? Do you know?
Maybe hard is when it is something difficult, and hardly it's only now, maybe almost not at all, or like this.
Hardly means we used hardly to emphasize the degree of something.
Okay, yes.
And hard we used to say that something was hard, it was really difficult to do something.
Yes.
And
Yes,
hardly
right.
is totally different meaning, like just to emphasize hardly, badly, and so on.
Yes, exactly. Good. Okay, now we are going to get familiar with some more, like adverbs and adverbial phrases. 6. Confusing adverbs and adverbial phrases. I know this may sound to you a little bit, I don't know, maybe hard, but it's okay because they are always very confusing. We are going to match the pair of adverbs with a pair of sentence, then decide which adverbs goes where and write it in the adverb column. Now, what I want you to do is, I'll ask each of you to put your, like, you know, whatever you think is correct here, but I will not tell you is it correct or not, okay? But then after we are done with all of them, then we go back and we will correct them, okay? So let's see. I will start from Clementi, please, number 2. You have to choose one from here and put it here. And then you will say which do you think is better for this sentence.
I hate it when people arrive late for meeting. And I haven't heard from Mike lately. Must be very busy.
Do you know their difference in their meaning?
I can't explain it, but I can feel it.
Lately means recently, okay? Lately means recently. Late means late, yeah? When you don't go in time and you are late for something, that's late. Lately, but means recently, okay? All right, good. Let's go next, please, Sona.
I always stay, watch the credits roll. Maybe at the end of a film.
In the end or at the end?
At the end.
Okay, what else? In the next sentence?
I didn't want to go, but in the end.
Okay.
What means persuaded?
Do you know the word convince? Do you
What?
know the word convince? Do you know the word convince?
No.
Convince and persuade are the same. They're synonym. Persuading and convincing mean, for example, I'm going to sell my phone to you. Okay, you don't like the, I don't know, you don't like the color. I tell you, no, this color is like very trend this year. If you buy it, everybody will look at your phone. You gotta buy this color. Then I talk a lot about how good this color is. And in the end, you will say, okay, I'll buy this phone from you. Yeah. So I persuaded you. I made you to agree with me. Okay.
Okay.
So he like in this sentence you read, where was that? Here. He didn't want to go, but their friend told him it will be fun, come. So in the end, he went. Yes. I answered, in fact. Okay, number 4. Will be Alina.
I love most kinds of music, but especially jazz. My wedding dress was specially made for me, but by a dressmaker.
No. We will listen to this one more time. Okay, let's go next. It will be Valerie.
Okay.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. She looks younger than me, but actually she's 2 years older. At the moment, they're renting a flat, but they're hoping to buy one soon.
All right, next is Max. Max is not here. Okay, Clementi, please.
I have nearly finished my book. I am on the last chapter. Excuse me, is there a bank near here?
Okay. All right, Lina, next.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you found a job?
This is not American English. This is British English. So there are some different usages.
Have you found a job at the moment?
No.
No.
You can use yet and still.
Mm-hmm. Have you have you found a job yet? But he is 35, but he still lives with his parents.
Yes, I want to point something here. Have you found a job yet? This is British English, because in American they use yet with negative English. So they say, haven't you found a job yet? Yeah, but in British English they use yet with positive sentences. There is no problem. I think that was why you were a little bit mixed up. Okay, next, Sona.
Have you ever been to the USA? A. I've been all over the USA. I've even been to Alaska.
Yes, good. Now we are going to listen to this audio file to see how did they use this. Most of you were correct, but most of your answers were correct. But we will listen one more time. And what I want you to do is that listen how the pronunciation and intonation of these adverbial adverbs are used. So this is 2:15. Like this.
1,
2. I hope.
.29 Illnesses and injuries.
Just a second, I just find this. T, it's 3B.
Sam, can you explain if I want to pass some exam, I need British or American English?
There is no difference. You can use both of them.
Not important because this I understand words and rules something different.
It's not a big deal. But if you're going to take TOEFL, it's better to know American. If you're going to take IELTS, it's better to know British English. But they don't give you such questions that they remark the differences. And even if you use the American English, there will be no problem. So you can do that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I found it, hopefully. All right.
2.15.
Do you hear it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Adverbs and adverbial phrases. Confusing adverbs and adverbial phrases. 1.
It's incredibly foggy. I can hardly see anything.
He trains very hard, at least 3 hours a day.
2.
I hate it when people arrive late for meetings.
I haven't heard from Mike lately. He must be very busy.
3.
At the end of a film, I always stay and watch the credits roll.
I didn't want to go, but in the end they persuaded me.
4.
I love most kinds of music, but especially jazz.
My wedding dress was specially made for me by a dressmaker.
Okay, so here, some of you, like one of you said, you didn't say especially, you said what else? What else did you say?
No, I said specially.
You said especially?
I said I love most kinds of music, but especially jazz.
You said especially. I heard something else. Okay, so you see the difference, especially with E and especially without E, okay?
5.
She looks younger than me, but actually she's 2 years older.
At the moment they're renting a flat, but they're hoping to buy one soon.
6.
I've nearly finished my book. I'm on the last chapter.
Excuse me, is there a bank near here?
7.
Have you found a job yet?
He's 35, but he still lives with his parents.
8.
Have you ever been to the USA?
I've been all over the USA. I've even been to Alaska.
Okay, good job. So now, is there any question here? Or everything
No.
clear? Yeah. So I would like to add some more to nearly and near, as we had this before. Near remark the location. Nearly is not remarking necessarily the location, but it's talking about how close you are to finish something. Okay. All right, good. Also, we have these comment adverbs. I will not ask you, but we will just like go through and we'll listen to this. So here, I thought the job was going to be difficult, but in fact, it's quite easy. Sorry. So ideally, in a perfect world, we could use like ideally. Let's listen to the others. They are actually matching these adverbs with their meaning, okay? But I want to ask you, do you know, is there any problem with any of them? Like, do you know obviously? What does obviously mean?
Yes,
What does it mean?
I can explain it, but I understand clearly.
Can you? Sorry?
Maybe it's clearly.
Clearly, yes, exactly, clearly. Okay, yes. What does gradually mean? Who knows? No?
Maybe that one that goes one by one, like decreasing or increasing. I don't know.
Okay, let's listen.
Maybe
to
it
see.
means finally, gradually, finally.
Yes. You're right. It can mean. It means finally. And also it means what you said, Elena. Both of them are correct. So we will listen now to this.
2.16. Comment adverbs. 1.
Ideally.
2.
In fact.
3.
Basically.
4.
Obviously.
5.
Gradually.
6.
Apparently.
7.
Anyway.
8.
Eventually.
Okay, so as you got from here, eventually means in the end, gradually means little by little, something is developing, getting better, yes? In any case, you can say anyway, according to what you have heard or read. Apparently, I told you it means something like it seems or based on something that you have heard before. Also, you can use that. Clearly, you said obviously in the most important ways. What was that? So in fact was the truth is and basically, yes, in the most important ways. Okay, so everywhere, like all of them are clear now. Let's go back. Okay, I want to ask Lena I want to ask you some questions. Do you read books sometimes?
Yes.
Yes. And can you tell me about your habits? Which of these genres do you read here? Like we have novels, web pages, blogs. What do you read? Song lyrics, manuals, free papers?
I usually read novels and song lyrics, of course. Different, I don't know, comics sometimes.
How often do you read novels? Yes.
Novels, I try to read one book per month, but it's not often.
Okay, all right, that's good. Okay, thank you. Valerie, next question from you. Do you ever read any of these books in English?
Yes, right now I'm reading Sherlock Holmes. This detective book. So yes, I read it in English.
Okay, good. All right. Kalimenti, please. Do you read anything specifically to improve your English?
No, I don't.
Okay. What about, do you read anything in English or no?
I read only some web pages in English.
Okay. All right. Sona, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Next
I
question.
read Harry Potter.
Harry
in
Potter.
English.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that hard for you or that's fine?
I read only first part. I like this book and this story, and it was easy for me because I really like this story.
Okay, yes. All right, very good. Who else? Hello, who's Paulina? All right. Okay, back to Alina.
Sam, I have to go, and I'd like to say goodbye, everyone.
Yes, sure.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Okay. Alina, do you prefer reading on paper or on a screen?
I prefer to read on paper, but unfortunately, I have to read sometimes on screen because no, actually, I have an ebook, I don't know how to say it correctly.
Reader, ebook reader.
Ebook, yes, and there it is better for my eyes to read it rather than on screen.
Yes, yeah. Okay, good. Valerie, do you read more or less than you used to, or about the same?
During last few years, I'm reading a lot, constantly reading a lot.
So you're reading more than what you used to, yes?
Maybe more than I used to read in school.
At school.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Clementi, do you read books for pleasure?
I sometimes read books for pleasure, but not often.
What was the last book you read?
Okay, I don't remember.
Okay. All right, it's okay. Thank you. Elena,
yes.
Do you read books for pleasure?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you choose the last book that you read, for example? And what was its name?
Actually, now I'm reading the book called Cast Iron. And I always, at first, how I choose the book, I look to the book cover, and then I read the small annotation for this book, and then choose it. So I like the annotation and decided to read it.
I see. Okay. What about Valerie? How do you read books for pleasure?
Mostly for pleasure. Sometimes I read books because of need.
What do you do to pass the time when you are traveling?
When I'm traveling, it depends on what kind of transport I'm using for traveling. Like if I'm in a car, I'm listening to the music or audio books. If I take a plane, I can watch movie or sleep. And if I'm in a train, I can read some book.
Honestly, once I was trying to watch a movie while I was on plane, and the sounds of the plane was not letting me to understand anything from the movie. Can you tell me how do you do this? Like, do you use any special sort of headphones or?
No, I didn't use the special sort of headphones. I just try to be more concentrated on it.
So you have got this problem as well. All right, I got you. Because I thought there might be a problem with my ears, so that I can't hear it correctly or clearly. Okay. All right. Clementi, next question is, did you have a favorite children's book?
I think it was. I don't know how is it called in English, but it's about war in South Africa.
And why did you like it back then?
It's very interesting. It was very interesting for me in my childhood, because it's about war and it's about bravery and about brave men.
Okay, I see. All right, good. Alina, one more question from you. Are you reading something at the moment?
Yes.
Can you tell us something about that, and why? Like, what is it about, and why do you like it? Why did you choose it? You said that you chose it because of the when you read the introduction of the book, you choose it based on that. So would you tell us more about it?
Yes, it is a detective story and maybe thriller, because here, in this book, the characters try to solve a murder, and actually it's interesting, but not all people like to read it. So
okay, and are you reading that in English or in
yes, in English?
In English. Okay, is it adapted or no?
No, it's it's original.
Oh, okay. Is that hard for you, or it's okay? You can.
No, it's okay. If I don't understand, I just look words up in the dictionary.
That's very good. Okay. Okay, Valerie, next question.
Okay.
Do you have any do you have a favorite author or authors?
No, I have no favorite author or authors. I just have favorite books.
Okay, very good. And Clementi, what's the best book you have read recently?
I think it's Dostoevsky's book. Okay, I don't know how is it called in English.
And why did you like it? I mean, did you like it or not, first of all?
Yes, I like it.
And why? What was interesting about it?
There was a lot of psychology.
Psychology,
about,
okay.
Yes. And there was a lot about emotions, about feelings of characters, and that was interesting.
And we don't say character, we say character.
Okay.
All right, good, yes. Alina, listen. Do you ever listen to a song and read the lyrics at the same time?
Of course. When I'm listening to a song and I don't understand the lyrics, I always look it up and try to find the lyrics, and I'm listening and watching. For example, last time, I don't know why, but I decided to check the lyrics of the song Living La Vida Loca. I don't know why, but actually, because it's hard to understand what it's Ricky Martin's song, what he's singing about, and then when I read the lyrics, it was pretty clear.
Look up to, and we have look up to and look up for. Okay.
Yes, I confused a little bit. Yes, I understand the difference.
So look up for means when you search for something.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Valerie, do you ever watch films or TV in English with English subtitle?
Yeah, sure. I always try to watch movies like that. And I have one of my favorite TV shows, and I'm highly recommend it for everyone who is learning English right now. It's Downton Abbey. It's really nice because they mostly use posh English, and it's really easy to understand what they're talking about, because sometimes some actors, they use slang and they speak some dialects that I cannot understand. It's impossible to understand, but in Downton Abbey they use posh English. It's something amazing.
Do you like British accent or you like American?
I like both, but I'm really excited about posh English.
I thought you'd say that you like British English. Sorry, American English, because you have American accent. You don't have a British accent.
It's much more easy to produce American accent than British.
I understand. Yeah, I have heard that from a lot of people. Yes. Okay, but I'm happy you like British accents because many people don't.
I like it.
Okay, Clementi, do you ever read books and listen to them on audio at the same time?
No, I mostly read books.
And you don't listen to them, yeah?
And I don't listen.
Yeah, you'd rather to read them. Okay, all right. So I would like to ask you, do you have any question from any part of the lesson today?
No.
No, everything was clear?
Yep.
Yes, okay, I'm happy to hear that. So actually that's the end of this session, and thank you so much for listening to me. I hope that you have a really fabulous weekend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yes, take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Could you say me where from?
I'm from Ireland.
Oh, great country.
Thank you. All right. So, but I called your name during the session. You didn't answer.
Could you say again? I don't understand.
I called your name during the session. You didn't answer me.
Oh, I have some problem with my microphone. And
all right, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you next time then. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Bye. Bye. We'll see you. Bye.